this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements, keeping up. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Eagles offense will be first on the attack. And now we take a look at Jaden Skeet. Had more than 100 yards receiving, 3 scores in their victory last time out.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
To the air, it's McKenzie. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for the marker. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first. They're all over him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Boggs. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quick give. Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. On the move is the 30. Open field on the right. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Had to force that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes a catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and long right here. Looking to pass. It's McKenzie. Turns it upfield. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. First play of the period, first down here. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Complete to start this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to establish the run. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Wants to throw on first. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Boston College right back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Boston College! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Play action on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the move, he fires. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Couldn't set his feet.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hits inside, it's Dickens. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been...
A lot of room to the right. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right side, it's Robinson. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Leaves it in his belly. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd and long here. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Short pass. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Fires left. Got it! Touchdown, Eagles! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. It'll be a draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll move the wide receiver. Shakes off the defender. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Past the 30. At the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking down the middle. This time it's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Boston College wants to play fast.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Caught. Finds a crease at the 20. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Drops back. It's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boggs. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Left side, it's Riles. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The ride. Runs for the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Noles are rolling down the field. The give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right at the line. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Finds his tight end. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Eagles! They add on another score, and now that record oh so so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating.
Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Sets his feet. It's McKenzie. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Boston College. And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session, because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Good time to take a shot here with this quarterback. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.